Hi everyone, welcome to today's rapid fire. Let's get straight in. Bitcoin is looking really strong, reclaiming this consequential key weekly level. You can just see here it broke down back in February from 92, 93,000. We had that big move down, found out the lows, came back to the 50-week moving average, which was a key support level. And now we've come back up and reclaimed it. So that is really, really strong. We're closed above the blue line there, the 10 EMA and the 20 SMA. Structurally, this looks pretty phenomenal for a continuation. It just follows my arrow there. So I think we're likely going back to the high 90s, maybe 100,000, potentially new highs here. We're going to have to see what the interaction is above there. But it does look like the market's had a gutful of these lower prices, and we want to scoot higher. I love that we've broken back through the 50 RSI as well. If we go down to the daily for a little bit more nuance, you can see all my alerts, essentially orders that I've got stacked below into this cluster of very important moving averages: the 200-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, the 10 EMA on the daily, and we're holding above support. So look, any move by Bitcoin through here is where I'm getting interested. So in that cluster there, because I think that is going to be the very, very strong area where buyers are going to come in and hold up the price. And if they don't, well then, look out below. But that's how I'm looking. Now, the only thing the bears have going for them at this moment is that this is currently a lower high still. We're not going to be truly comfortable from here until we're above about 100K or new highs. So look, you can only go with what you're seeing, and there's a clear downtrend break through here, ripping back above. Does look like the trend is shifted back to the upside. So we can hold at these kind of levels here. Altcoins are already showing like they're trying to start a bull market here. So and why I say that, I don't say that lightly. I'm seeing that on the others chart. I'm seeing it on the total 3 chart. I'm also seeing it in the altcoins when you're looking at them compared against Bitcoin. Some of them are really trying to break the downtrend against Bitcoin and explode higher. Sui and Solana, namely, the two of them, which I'll probably focus on here today. Might have a look at Bitcoin dominance here as well, which I didn't cover with my longer session, so it's a bit of a special look here. But we see dominance starting to flag a little bit here. Momentum is really waning at this top level. Now, if you aren't aware, this is the dominance that Bitcoin holds in the entire crypto market in terms of the capital. Where is it allocated? 64% is sitting in Bitcoin. And up here, if we want to see an altcoin season, where your altcoins absolutely rip, and maybe Bitcoin holds position, well, we need to see dominance start to drip off, where liquidity, that new capital comes in and goes to the altcoins and starts to shift the percentages away from Bitcoin, or some capital from Bitcoin shifts into the altcoins. We've seen the ETFs sort of put a firewall on that. In previous cycles, we've seen Bitcoin rip to new highs or higher levels, and then a lot of the profits will get cycled into the altcoins, and then the altcoins will ramp higher. We just haven't seen that because this is an institutional cycle where we're seeing the ETFs, seeing corporates, sovereigns buy Bitcoin, and it's not leaking into the altcoin market because it's too risky, too high spec. But we are seeing that the liquidity begin to shift higher in M2 and global liquidity as well. So I'm seeing a lot of positive signs here for the market. Don't mind it at all. We just pop on over to Solana. I'm liking the look of it on many time frames, and I'm also liking it against Bitcoin. But if we just have a look here, why I'm keen on it: downtrend break, flip this key resistance into support, and now we're starting this higher high, higher low trend, where it looks like we've just come back down to the 10 EMA, that blue line there, before we run high to this next level through here. So I'm pretty keen on that. Sui as well has had a 55% run, and excuse the squiggles, just did this for my larger session. But Sui's strength is so notable here. It's had a few fundamental factors come into play where we have seen it, rip that 55%. Right now, that's a great sign for path. It's going higher. But we do want to, if you're keen on Sui, we do want to look for where we can get re-entry. And that's probably down at the 200-day moving average, down at this key support level, $3.25. Maybe you get it down at the 10 EMA, $3.11. Maybe you get it down at the 100-day moving average as well. You can overlay the Fibonacci retracement there and just see some of the levels if they're confluent with moving averages. And that should give you an area where, okay, it does get to this area. This is where it's going to be pretty sticky in terms of liquidity coming in for buyers. But broadly, this looks phenomenal over a longer term set. Looking a little bit overbought here in terms of the buyers coming in. So a nice little reset back to the 70s while we get a pullback through here would be really lovely if you're a Sui bull. But the strength continues on keeping on. So guys, lots to like about the market at the moment. Looking rather strong. So yeah, if you've survived to this point, you might be about to see something really special. But again, we'll wait for some of these higher prices to develop and we'll go from there. So have a wonderful day. See you guys. Bye.